Hi, coloring friends, and welcome to my colorful world. I have a very big stack of books to share today, and this is books that I completed a page in for the month of August. A few of the books I did do a couple of pages in. So I am very proud of myself. This is a record month for me coloring wise. I think I colored 14 pages and yeah, so I was very happy with the work I did, and I'm going to go ahead and stop rambling and move these to the side, and we will work through what I colored. I'm also going to share at the end a few, or one fun project that we worked on this month too. So that'll be at the very end. I will start with this one on top here. I'm not going in any particular order. It is a gray, rainy day outside, so I apologize for any glare on the books, but the lights are necessary today. So I'm starting with Timeless Creations Stained Glass Coloring Book. And I did this page here. Now, a lot of these pages I did to complete a box in my colorful summer bingo. I did a video announcing it at the beginning of the summer, and I really used August to try and, well, for one, make sure I got my bingo. And I really was trying to fill up the whole board. I did not, but technically, summer doesn't end until I think September 22nd, and it is only the uh, 6th now, so I have some time. I'm going to allow myself until the official end of summer to work through my bingo. But anyway, this is another page that I completed in this book using all Prismacolor. I really love how they work in this book and blend. And use a I used some inspiration images of sunsets to get my colors for the background and kind of work my way up with that, and I'm really happy with the way it turned out. It's so pretty. This book has really become one of my favorites. I just always enjoy, and this one I think I might do soon, or maybe in October. That's going to be a good October one for sure. But yeah, I've loved every picture I've done so far. I think that's my third in the book. I believe I've only done the first page and then, yeah, so that's my third page in this book, but I really love working in it, so, and plan on doing it again this month. So that's in the Timeless Creations Stained Glass Coloring Book by Crazy Art. There's no artist listed, but it is put out by Crazy Art. I'm going to come in a little closer here. All right, I have multiple book sizes. Hopefully I found a happy medium of where the camera is here. So Johanna Basford's Ivy and the Inky Butterfly. I am trying to get this book done by the end of the year. It will not happen, I can already guarantee you, but I did finish a page in here this month, and I did a video, color and chat style video with this one. And if you didn't catch that video, the smoky effect here is because there's smoke in the story here. So I wanted to make sure that I carried that smoke, and I will continue it over onto the dragon page when I work on it. But yep, I just enjoyed coloring some flowers. And this was a nice relaxing page to do. I do have a whip in here as well. Let me see if I can find that one. I'm going to put this back in just so... The smoke I did with chalk pastels, so I just don't want it to get where I don't want it right now. Okay, so this is the whip that I was working on. And I believe yes, I was using my Brute Fooner square pencils to do this page, both of these pages. And yep, just another fun flower one. I think it's going pretty well. I'm happy with it so far. I'm kind of coloring this page, and then as the inspiration hits me, attacking a leaf or flower on this page because there's just so many. Sometimes I need to feel that little bit of creative spark before I attempt one. Um, but yeah, so there's another page in progress there. Better than nothing. And that's in Johanna Basford's Ivy and the Inky Butterfly. All right, then I have the Beach Coloring Book by Colorquestopia, and I'm sure you can guess I use this very much to complete some bingo pages, or some bingo spaces this month. So we have this one, and in this book I'm alternating doing a colored pencil page and a marker page. So this was a colored pencil page, and I think I used it to get my sandy scene space on my bingo board. And then I did this one with marker, and that was for the surfboard space. And then I did this one with colored pencil, and that was for the picnic food space on the board. I tried to do a little bit of shading on it, just to make it a little more interesting. And I have one more in here. And sorry for all the swiveling back and forth. And this one I used marker, and it got me the waves space on my colorful summer bingo board. So that was fun, and that got me quite a good bit of the way through this book. I don't have too many more pages to do. And I think this might have been one of my, I need to look back at my video, this might have been one of the ones that I was trying to complete this year. So I made a good dent in it in August for sure. That is the Beach Coloring Book by Colorquestopia. And then another one. This is another book that I hope to complete this year, and I think I will for this one. The Zen Doodle Stained Glass Color by Number book, and it is by Deborah Muller. And let me see. Oh yes, I have my marker on the moose because I actually finished this one in July and I forgot to share it. This was the one that the poor guy got colored blood through by the other page because I was outside and my protector page blew out of the book, and I didn't realize it. So he's a little colorful. Maybe he's getting some northern lights splashed across him. I'm not sure. But it is what it is. So, and then I did these fish. I have an Ohuhu set that had an orange and a yellow neon marker in it. And I was looking at it wanted orange in the page, and I was looking at my markers and thinking, I don't know if I'm ever going to use those neons in much of anything. So I decided to use those on this one, and I think it made it kind of cool because they kind of almost glow. So, and I got to use those neon markers, which was kind of fun. And then same thing here, I was like, okay, I'm going to keep it going and use up that orange neon marker, so, which I think kind of made it look cool too. It's a cool effect there. And then I also did this one. I think that's the last one in this book. I did this one for the summer fruit square on my colorful bingo. So that got me that one. And this book I am super close to being done. I think I have like 5 pages left, so I may finish that up this month. That is the Zen Doodle Color by Number Stained Glass by Deborah Muller. And then I got to looking on my shelves at books that I haven't touched in a long time. And this one, the Zen Doodle Coloring Cuddle Bugs, and the illustrator for this one is Jeanette Wummel. I think I've only done this first page here right when I got it. So I wanted to do some coloring in it. And so I chose this one here. And I just wanted to sit and do markers and gel pens and have some fun. So that is what I did. It is quite busy. But I think he turned out kind of cool. And it was definitely a relaxing page to work on. So, I was looking through this actually, and I need to get back to it because it is pretty cute. Look at this, the little praying mantis, and there was another one I saw that was so cute. This one, look at this stick bug. I mean, come on. He's so cute. I love it. And what else was there? Oh, and woolly worms. So I am going to actually keep this one out for this month too because I want to color some fall woolly worms. So this one's probably going to get used again this month, which will be wonderful. I'm excited to do that one. And that was in the Zen Doodle Coloring Cuddle Bugs by Jeanette Wummel. And then I got a whip done in Just Add Color Mendy, and this is put out by Barron's. I don't believe they list any artists here. And this was way back, I can't even remember what month it was now, April maybe. And I had my dogs choose my coloring page or coloring book that I was going to color in. And I finished the one that my dog Pip chose. And this one was the one that Buddy chose. And I finally got it done. I just used gel pen on this. So, you know, it's just shiny and fun and pretty. It was a relaxing one to do, and I enjoyed it. I debated on adding a background of some kind, and I just decided against it. I'm not always a fan of the backgrounds, so sometimes I think the simpler, if you just let this shine, it's enough. So that was my decision there, and I'm happy with it. And that is in the Just Add Color Mendy that's put out by Barron's. All right, I'm about halfway through the stack. Are we hanging in there? If so, well done. Okay, so A Million Cute Animals by Lulu Mayo. This is another book that I wanted to have done this year, and I am not going to, but that's okay. I'm still trying to work in it as much as I can. And I did. So I was flipping through, and this page was like one of those pages that I just had no desire to color at all. Like, it just wasn't my thing. Probably my least favorite page in the whole book. And so I thought, okay, I'm just going to get it out of the way and have fun with it. And so I started coloring these cats, and by the time I got to this one, I thought, he looks like he's a sour cat. So I colored him green, and then I decided that he looked like a pickle and that his name as a cat should be Pickle. So then at the end, I added in, I don't know if you can see, I'm going to come in a little closer here. So I added in little arrows and I wrote in his name, Pickle. And then I decided that maybe a few others had names too. So I named her Fancy. This one is Marmalade. And down here we have Sam. And then I decided that maybe some of them were meowing and purring. And then I thought it's such a doodly type page that I wanted to make it look like a notebook, almost like a piece of notebook paper that somebody had doodled on. So I did draw in a little border here around the edge. And yeah, I just had fun with it. And honestly, this might end up being one of my favorite pages in the whole book, because I just let my creativity go and had fun with it. There is a little bit of metallic gel pen accents on a few of the cats too. And yeah, that was a super fun one. I really, really love this one. And that is in A Million Cute Animals by Lulu Mayo. All right, had to go back out for the next larger size book, and I should have organized better because my next one is a small one again. This is 50 Diminutive Countryside Scenes by Camelia Angelkova. And this was a new one for me. So I think this was the first page I colored in this, which I should have I should have put it out there for the hashtag by T's World of Adult Coloring and Lavella's Coloring that they do. But maybe I'll have one for next month. So I did this page here. And I used this one for one of my bingo spots. I think it was for, I want to say it was for beach ball, the beach ball space. I cannot remember what pencils I used. So I used pencil. There is a little bit of gel pen on the bicycle, or tricycle. So I kind of wanted it to have that metallic-y, shiny look to it. And the background was just chalk pastel, my go-to background. It's the one I feel most comfortable with, so I use it the most. Yeah, and that was a fun one. I like the way it turned out. I think it's a pretty scene, and of course I love her work, so always a pleasure to do one of her pages. And that was the 50 Diminutive Countryside Scenes by Camelia Angelkova. Then I have another one that I could have posted what is it? It's the Color Your Hoard tag on Instagram. I could have done this one too, and I didn't. So this is, I am not going to try pronouncing the whole thing, Mine Summer by Rita Berman. And it is the first page I've done in this book. And I used it to get I think the boat space? Maybe the crab space. I can't remember now. I can't remember which one it was, but yeah, I did this little picture here. And I did use a little bit of metallic paint on some of the bubbles, I guess, in the picture. And then the rest is just pencil. I can't remember what pencils I used for that one. But yeah, the rest was definitely pencil. And it was fun to do. I kind of like that I used this little tiny page to work on because I don't know why I've been intimidated to dive into this book. This is the only one I have of Rita Berman's. I'd love to have her other ones, but someday. But I've been that's part of why I haven't bought anymore, is I've been so intimidated to color in this one that I kind of thought, well, why am I going to buy more if I can't even color? Oh, I did start a strawberry there. Why am I going to buy more if I can't even do one in here? So I was glad that I got in there and did one. I'm happy with how it turned out, and hopefully that'll give me a little courage to dive into one of the other pages in this book because I do love it. It's beautiful. I love her work as well. And so that is mine. Summer Spas Are Gone by Rita Berman. I'm sure I said that wrong. All right, and then we have another whip. This was in the color, or another whip that I completed. This is in the Coloring Heaven Fairy Story Special by Fabiana Attilacio, and I finished my Pinocchio page here. The camera work itself out there. I don't know why. For the Coloring Heaven books, sometimes it has trouble. Maybe it's because of the spine moving. Yeah, but I finished my Pinocchio here. And I did chalk pastel in the background of the picture there, and I used, I'm pretty sure it is all the Sioux color pencils on this page. So I did do a little bit of white. Sorry, my camera is having trouble focusing on this page. I did do a little bit of white gel pen accents in a few areas. Mostly the candy canes at the top, I think. Um, yeah, but I'm happy with how it turned out. It took me forever to finish this. I can't even remember when I started it. Months and months and months ago. Um, but I kind of tackled it by sitting down and doing a little piece every night throughout August, um, and then finally knocked out the end. Well, on the last day of August, I finished it on August 31st. So, yeah, but that's my first one done in this one too. So, it's a cute one. The Fairy Stories Special by Fabiana Attilacio. And I saved my favorite completed page, another whip that I completed this month. I really tried to get in and complete a lot of the whips that I had out there. Um, Mostly for the fact that I just don't like having unfinished things out there. So this is the Summer Nights coloring book by Hannah Carlson. And if you saw my cruise coloring vlog video, this is the page that I started working on while I was on the cruise. And I did ask for advice on how to do the background of this page, and thank you to those who gave me suggestions. I did end up using a black paint pen. It was not Posca because I don't have a Posca, but it was the Castle Art paint pen. And there she is, all done. I love it. I'm so happy with this page. Mostly for the fact that, well, that this is all, the pencil work is all crazy art pencils, so nothing fancy. I feel like that's accessible to anybody, and look what you can do with them. And too, because I just remember where I was on the cruise ship when I was working on different parts of the page, and it's always going to make me remember my trips. So I feel like it's such a great memento of the vacation that I took this summer. So the only thing I wish is I can envision like little sparkly lines kind of falling down in maybe like a gold or like a white paint, like little sparkles coming down. I can envision that, and I just don't trust myself to pull it off well, and I don't want to mess this up. So I'm gonna leave it as it is, and maybe someday my um, skill level will grow enough that I feel brave enough to add that shimmery rain almost in the background. But for now, we're gonna leave her the way she is. But this is definitely my favorite page of the month. I love how it turned out. So that was in the Summer Nights coloring book by Hannah Carlson. All right, and the last thing I have to share is my mom and my youngest daughter and I had a day where we got to just spend the afternoon together, and I had bought these birdhouses to paint, and so we ran to Walmart and picked out our paint schemes there and bought a few bottles of acrylic paint, and then we came home and put all the supplies out on the table on our deck, and we each had our own birdhouse to paint, and we just sat and enjoyed the summer afternoon and painted together, and it was so fun and so relaxing. So I wanted to share this, um, for one, because it was something I colored essentially, and also just to give a little inspiration if you're ever looking for a fun family activity to sit and do together. Um, Here you go. This is wonderful. And it was so relaxing and fun. And it really adapts to any skill level, almost any age. So this one is the one my mom did. And it's just a cute little fairy house. I told her that I think it needs to have a little tiny fairy perched on the little perch spot there. But so pretty. And this is the one that my daughter did, and she really worked on, she wanted the perfect blend on her house. So I think she did a really nice job blending those paint colors. She's 9 and she is very artistic. So, and then she did paint some planets on the roof of the birdhouse there. Yeah, so she did an awesome job. So cool. And then this one's mine. Mine does not match the other two. It's the oddball of the group. But I did this, I had the little bee house. So I made the bee sparkly. And then I did take a stencil that I had and I drew in a hexagon pattern on the roof. And then I used a metallic, what is it? Let me see. I used this, the Deco Color Liquid Gold, and I just went over the in-between areas on the roof with that. So definitely more plain compared to these here, but I'm happy with how it turned out. And yeah, so that's our 3 birdhouses that we painted together too. And that is everything I colored for the month of August. It was a wonderful month of coloring. I'm hoping September can be just as good and I can keep the momentum going. I hope everyone out there who colors as well has a wonderful September month of coloring too. And thanks so much for watching. If you enjoy this video, please consider liking and subscribing. It really helps out my channel. And thanks so much again for being here, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!